is up, Pointer people, and welcome back to another episode of What's the Point? I'm today's host, Florence Anderson, and our topic of discussion today is the Tutoring and Learning Center, otherwise known as the TLC. Joining us today, we have the TLC Director, Tricia Lamers, and peer tutor, Katie Carmody. So how are you guys doing today?
Great, doing great. It's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
No way! Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's really great to have both of you here overall. So to kick things off, why don't you give a brief description of what the TLC is?
The TLC, I like to describe it as a really unique place on campus because it's a place where you get academic assistance, but you do it in a social environment because you're working with your peers. So the Tutoring Learning Center employs 150 peer consultants and tutors. So students go there, they get all types of questions answered, and they have a great time with their peers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I have been working at the TLC since last year as a tutor for mostly for computer science and a little bit of business and stuff. And it's a really fun environment because it's peer-to-peer. So we're not learning from professors. We get that in class, and then we can come back together and discuss and kind of break it down. So that's a lot of fun.
Well, sounds like a very fun and educational place. So according to the TLC homepage, you guys offer things like the Writing Center, reading in the disciplines, etc. So can you explain kind of what those things are?
Sure. Do you want to start with the program you?
Sure. So I work in the STEM program, the STEM tutoring. It's science, technology, engineering, and math is what that stands for. And it encompasses most of the one-on-one tutoring outside of writing and reading. And so biology and math and all those different types of courses, computer science. People can either come to drop-in tutoring, or they can do one-on-one sessions too, whatever is their preference really.
And then outside of the STEM tutoring program, we have, as you mentioned, the Writing Center. Reading in the disciplines is actually credited. It's a credited course. So students that are taking a course that's heavy in reading is often a 3-credit course. They can add on 1 more credit and meet with their peers and discuss the readings and the content from the class. So students, of course, who take that, it's like a built-in study group. They tend to do better in that parent course. We also have academic coaching, which is really popular. We have a lot of students coming in to set goals or work on motivation. There's a variety of different things. Maybe somebody does really well on multiple choice questions on an exam, but they don't do well on essays or short answers. They can work on that as a skill. They can work on note-taking, anything that they feel will help them to be successful. And some of those skills are college-specific, and some of them are transferable skills that you're going to take after you graduate as well. So we have all of those services. We also have world languages tutoring. So that's really popular for everyone because you don't even need to be taking a world language course. Say, for example, you took Japanese 101 2 years ago and you really want to go back, but you don't remember. You can come and practice for the semester before, get ready to take 102. Or maybe you're going to study abroad and you want to practice your language before you go do that. So that's open to everyone.
Dang, that sounds really great. I'm actually in French right now, and I'm pretty bad at it, so I might have to utilize that at some point.
Yes.
So as far as tutoring, how do you find a tutor, and what kind of subjects do you offer tutoring for?
So we offer tutoring for, we try to say almost everything. We don't offer it for things related to music generally, so that might be something that we don't have assistance for, but we have it generally for social science and humanities. We will find a match within our Writing Center. Any paper for any discipline. We have the academic coaching, which spans all courses and all disciplines, math and science tutoring, and the computer science tutoring. That's probably our most popular. Our STEM tutoring is extremely popular, as is our Writing Center. But then we also have courses. We mentioned the reading in the disciplines courses, but we also have study skills, time management, transition to college courses. We have a mentoring program as well, where first-year students are mentored by upper-class students. So we try to cover as many courses as we can. Sometimes there are those 300 or 400 level courses that somebody takes right before they graduate. It's really hard to find a tutor because they take it and then they graduate. So we have a few gaps. I'd like to pride ourselves on not having too many gaps, and we have an outside service that we pay for. So if we can't provide services, we will pay for them to be able to get tutoring through this outside service.
Dang, very, very helpful. I wish I knew about this sooner. That sounds like a really good resource overall. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll learn a little bit more about the TLC, and we'll play a little game that'll challenge our communication skills.
SPTV strives to represent the student body and Stevens Point community.
We are a professional student-run organization that provides hands-on experience for students to create the best possible content.
SPTV encourages creativity and is open to all students. Stop by our office for more information.
Welcome back, everyone. So let's get right back into it. So Katie, this question is basically for you. What's it like being a tutor, and what was the process becoming one?
So being a tutor, so I tutor mostly computer science stuff, which is its own beast. I started tutoring last year, actually, and all of my classes were virtual. And so it was a little weird, like being in that environment and then not really knowing anyone. But essentially for me, my professors were reached out to by the TLC asking if they had anyone in class that they thought would be a good tutor. And they gave them my name. And so I got like a cold call email from the TLC being like, hey, do you want to work for us? And I thought that would be a great way for me to meet people on campus, but also practice my skills. Because, and I don't want to say this is true for everybody, but sometimes you take a class and then you are done with the class and then you're done with the class. And I didn't want to do that. So it's nice because it helps me stay current in things that maybe I took last year. And if I didn't tutor in them, it would have slipped from my mind or something. So I really enjoy that. I do one-on-one tutoring and I do drop-in so people can just show up. The computer science tutors were in the basement right next to the main TLC office. The rest of the STEM tutors are up in the first floor of the Chem Bio building right between the coffee shop and the conservatory, so people can just show up there for drop-in. And bring some homework or some questions or just your book and we'll study. One-on-one, you have to contact the office and we'll find a tutor that suits and arrange that and set it up within their schedule and your schedule. And then it's recurring appointments. So you just come back every week and tell me how it's going.
Yeah, it sounds like you do a lot of good work for a lot of students.
Thank you.
So really great to hear that, like, you having that experience and you're able to help a lot of other students and retain that information you learned before. Because I know I've forgotten things I've learned in the past that I should probably know.
Right. It's
like
hard.
Sometimes. It's very hard, very difficult. So now we're going to take a break from the questions and we're going to play a fun game called 3-Word Blockbuster. So how this is going to work is one of us will draw the name of a movie out of my fancy little cup here, and the other players must guess the movie using only about 3 words that can't be from the title, can't be the title of the movie. And the guessers have about 10 seconds to figure out the movie. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Born ready.
So good to hear that. Who would like to be the first person to have to give the name, or give the movie, I should say? Would anyone like to volunteer?
Are you going to do the whole, well, if I'm first, then I get it out of the way thing?
I can. Well, the cup is closest to me, unless you're going first.
You know what? Sure. I will go first as
done.
the media studies and communications major. I should probably test my knowledge
Sure.
by giving it to you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to read the movie. Okay. We'll see about this one. But I think I can get them to get it. So the words are cowboy, mountain, and gay.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah! We did it! Oh, that was so good. I was debating which words best suit this. And I don't think you can describe Brokeback Mountain without using the word gay.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a formative movie for a lot of people.
It is tops gay cinema, gotta say.
Have you seen it?
I have not, but that I definitely want to. It's on my to-watch list.
I hear it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, I think. Good man.
It's got to be a good movie.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You can pick a movie.
You got this.
Thanks.
I believe.
A little
in you.
nervous. Okay, 3 words.
3 words.
Can I hyphenate one of the words?
Sure. Why not?
I'm gonna hyphenate love story.
Okay. Love story.
Writing.
Okay.
Okay.
crying.
The Notebook?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I have
Nailed
not
it.
seen The Notebook.
I have. That was one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
Ooh,
I mean, it's got Rachel
Good
McAdams
stuff.
in it, so
Yeah.
like,
it's good.
it's good.
You know the actor.
I actually
and
love
I know
actresses.
actors.
the book. I mean, The Notebook. The book is amazing too. But I was thinking when you said love story, I was thinking of the movie Love Story, like the 1970s one.
I thought you were going to do La La Land.
That's excellent.
I haven't seen it either. If she said tap dancing, I would have known it was La La Land, but she did not say tap dancing.
Here we go. Oh gosh. Okay. I could totally cheat on this one a little bit. Rich superhero nighttime.
That's
This is
gotta
a
be
hard-
Batman.
Okay.
Is it a specific?
The Dark
Batman
Knight
movie?
Rises.
The Dark Knight.
The
yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
Wow.
I should have known. The person who wrote these loves Batman a lot.
Are we
Thank-
done?
Yeah, that's the end of the game. That was super fun.
Yeah.
So we're going to take one more quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to ask some of the big ticket questions, like, what's the point?
Tobacco use is the largest preventable cause of death.
The disease in the United States.
Cigarette smoke kills more than
480,000 Americans.
Each year.
41,000 of these deaths
are from exposure.
to secondhand smoke.
Smoking harms nearly
Every organ in the body.
Every day,
more than
3,800 kids
Under the age of 18.
smoke their first cigarette. More than 16 million Americans,
live with a smoking-related disease
on average,
Smokers die 10 years younger.
than non-smokers.
smoking causes
Cancer,
Heart disease,
strokes, lung diseases,
diabetes,
and chronic bronchitis.
Welcome back, everyone. I got 3 more questions for our guests here today. So the first being, are there any programs or resources that you offer to help improve their study skills in general?
Yeah, definitely. We have the academic coaching program. We have an academic coach on all of our campuses, and we have 2 on the main campus. So they will meet with students individually to work on study skills of any type. We also have a workshop series that everyone is welcome to attend. It's on our website. And we also have those courses, the study skills and time management courses.
Those are courses that I could definitely use. I don't have any time management skills. So what kind of support do you guys offer online for students either off campus or people who just aren't able to attend in person?
So we will accommodate student requests for online, including individual tutoring, math, the STEM courses, writing center. We also have what's called the OWL, which is very popular. It's the online writing lab. A student can send in a paper over email and get feedback within 24 hours sent back to them to their email. So that's a service for everyone, including online. And then our academic coaches, one of them is specifically for online learners.
The OWL program always makes me think of Harry Potter, and when they're in the Great Hall and all the owls come in and deliver all the letters and stuff. That's what it reminds me of. Every time we got an owl. I'm like visually picturing an owl swooping in and dropping off a paper
With feedback.
with
Man.
feedback.
If that were the case, I'd probably send in a lot of papers.
It'd be a lot more fun, but
Not more fun. And so now the question we've all been waiting for here today, what is the point of the TLC?
what is the point?
The
What is
point
the
of the
point?
TLC, like I said in the beginning, it's just magical. There's something kind of like a second home about it. It's a community of people who just really enjoy being together and enjoy supporting each other. It's a very positive place. And then you have that academic support, but in a social environment, which makes it magical.
Yeah, I would say for me the point of the TLC is taking what you're learning and cementing it in your brain. Right? I'm like I already talked about my brain, it just kind of loses some of that information, and to me the point of the TLC is when we talk about what we're learning with other people, it sticks. And suddenly it all makes sense and it all comes together and it makes sense. So to me, that's part of it, that's a big part of it, is making what you're learning stick in your brain so that you don't walk off campus with a degree and not be able to use it.
Both very good answers. Thank you guys so much for being on the show today and teaching us about the TLC. It was really great. But, for students who are interested in the TLC in general, how can they get in touch with you guys and where can they find you on and offline?
So we have a great front desk manager. Her name is Megan Craig. You can call Megan and she will connect you to whatever you need. We also have student front desk staff, including Katie. So calling, emailing, and there are also online request forms. If you wanted to request a tutor, you can fill out one of those forms and somebody will call you back.
Or you can just show up.
Yep.
You can either come to the TLC or go to drop-in center and just be like, hey.
And if you come frequently enough, it's a bit like Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
Kind of walk in and you're like, hey.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
a dream.
It is.
Just imagine walking in and be like, oh, Greg, how's that biology homework going?
I'm telling you.
That's kind of how it is.
That's kind of how it is.
Sounds like such a good place over there. So again, thank you guys so much for coming on by.
That's right.
And thank you all for watching. If you want more SPTV content, check out our YouTube channel and check us out on social media. This has been Florence Anderson with What's the Point?